Yo, what's up Bali? How you guys doing? Apa kabar and selamat pagi. Rahajang semang. Since last week, we all hearing the news saying that you need a booster to go to Bali. That's why in my previous video, I interview one of my guests and he says he only have 2 doses but still can come to Bali. He just arrived a couple days ago. And I got comments saying, okay, that regulation will be applied next week. Let me tell you, in this video, I'm gonna review the new regulation right here. If you can see it. Can you see it? Okay, today we're gonna reviewing this latest regulation which already signed and will be applied 17th of July. Yes, next week. We're gonna read that together and we'll see what is the new regulation to travel to Bali. So watch this video until the end. My name is Oki Misa. I'm your host in Bali. Welcome to What's Up Bali channel, the #1 channel for you to know how to travel to Bali, Bali travel regulation, and condition in Bali now. If you're interested on those, consider to subscribe. Guys, as I mentioned earlier, in this video, I'm going to talk about the latest regulation which already been signed and will be applied on the July 17th. Yes, next week. There's 2 regulations actually. One is about international travelers coming to Indonesia, and the other regulation is about traveling within Indonesia. So after this video, we know that do we need booster to come to Bali. So without any further ado, let's go on. Okay, here we go. This is the latest regulation which will apply on the 17th of July. Okay, it's mentioned here, number 22, year 2022. Okay, about protokol kesehatan perjalanan luar negeri. So it's about international travelers. I'm gonna skip most of it because it's only said the background, the purpose of this regulation, blah blah blah. Just go down here. Just go down. It's not really important. Just go down until, and it says for the it applied also for the Ngurah Rai, the Bali International Airport, here number 3, F3. Okay, beside other airport. Let's go down. Okay, there we go. Number 5. Ketentuan persyaratan memasuki wilayah Indonesia. That means the regulation to enter Indonesia. Okay. A, have to follow the health protocol. I don't have to explain that, right? And number B, have to complete the profile and register to Peduli Lindungi app before departure. I already made a video about how to register, how to fill in the Peduli Lindungi app. This video, I also mentioned down in the description. Just look at that video if you haven't. It's very clear there, step by step. Anyway, as I said also in that video, if you still have a problem, no worries. Somebody at the airport will help you. Okay, that number B. And now we go to number C. It says here, must show the vaccine certificate minimum 2 doses. And the vaccine certificate must also in English. This obligation to show the vaccine certificate have an exception. First, those who have a diplomatic visa, no need to show the vaccine certificate. Second, for those who do transit. So let's say they want to go to Australia, they do transit in Jakarta, then they don't need to show the vaccine certificate, but cannot go outside the transit zone. You have to stay in the transit zone. You cannot get off from the airport. And you have also to show the ticket. And then, number 3, children under 18 years old also don't need to show the vaccine certificate. The status will follow their parents. And number 4, for those who already have finished quarantine, have a COVID certificate, but need also a letter from the doctor saying so. And number 5, those who have a special condition so cannot get vaccine. So these 5 type of travelers, no need to show the vaccine certificate. And now number F, it says here, when you get off from the plane, you're going to the first counter. In that counter, they will ask for your vaccine certificate and the Peduli Lindungi application. Okay, from that counter, on the way to the immigration or on the way to the visa on arrival, for those who come in with the visa on arrival, you will go through the like a corridor with the temperature sensor. So if your body temperature is above 37.5, you have to take the RT-PCR test there. Then wait for the result at your hotel. You cannot go out from your room until you got the result. If the result is negative, then you're free to go. But if the result is positive, then you need to continue quarantine there for 5 days and need to take another RT-PCR test on day 4. But like most of the case, if your body temperature is less than 37.5 degrees Celsius, then you may just continue. Either go to the visa on arrival counter, or if you want to stay more than 60 days, or you're not included in these 72 countries, you can get the visa on arrival. So you need the B211 visa. You go straight to the immigration because you got the B211 visa before your departure, right? And then that's it. That's it. The rest of this regulation is just like the detail of the quarantine, the detail of the, it's about that if after the test is negative and then you have to do this, if it's a light symptom, then you can stay in your hotel. But if you're medium or heavy symptom that you need to go to the hospital, it's just something like that. And also it says here, wait for a second. And also it says here that this regulation will be applied start from 17th of July, so next week. And this regulation, number 22, is replacing the number 19, all right? Signed on the 8th of July in Jakarta. So the point is, in this regulation, which will be applied next week, it doesn't say that you have to have a booster. It's always said minimum 2 doses, minimum 2 doses, and minimum 2 doses. So there's no a sentence saying that you only can go with the 3 doses or a booster. Okay, what about if I want to go traveling? I heard we need to have a booster if we go, let's say, from Bali to Jakarta or to Jogja, etc. Well, let's open the domestic traveling regulation. Okay, I also have it. Let's see. Look, Surat Edaran number 21. Okay, so for domestic it's number 21. For international travelers it's number 22. It says here perjalanan orang dalam negeri. That means in domestic travelers. Okay, let's skip this, all the background. Let's skip this. Okay, it says here, let me just sum up for you. If you have booster, okay, if you have booster, you can go just travel. You can just go flying or with a train or with a bus, etc. But if you have only 2 doses, then you need to take the antigen test, maximum 24 hours before departure. I'm talking about domestic traveling, okay? And if you only have 1 dose of vaccine, then you need to take the PCR test and 3 times 24 hours. That means 72 hours before departure. That's it. But this is for domestic, okay? Not international travelers. International travelers, as I mentioned earlier, you can come to Indonesia with only 2 doses of vaccine and no need to do RT-PCRs and no need to do quarantine. It's easy, as I mentioned in my previous video. But, listen up, but this regulation that I just said, only for those who coming with the visa on arrival. It said that if you only have 1 dose, that you still can come to Bali, still can come to Indonesia, but need to do quarantine. If your children under 18 years old, you don't need to show anything, follow the status of their parent. That only for the visa on arrival. But if you're not citizen of these 72 countries, you can stop this video to see if your country is in it. Or if you want to stay more than 60 days, or you have a plan to apply a KITAS, the temporary staying permit, then you need to apply the B211A visa. And to apply this visa, you need to have 2 doses of vaccine minimum. And if your children under 18 years old, they don't need to show the vaccine certificate, but they need to have a letter from doctors saying that they're too young to get the vaccine. Then you can get the B211A visa. Okay, how can I get the B211A visa? You need a sponsor, that's why you need the visa agent. Or if you want me to do your B211A visa, just send me an email here. Okay, I also mentioned down in the description. All I need is just a photo of your passport and your vaccine certificate, minimum 2 doses. It's easy, pretty easy. So when you arrive at the airport in Bali, you don't have to queuing up at the visa on arrival. You will see the long line of visa on arrival counter. Because you have to go to the cashier first, you pay for the visa on arrival, then you queuing again at the visa on arrival counter to get stamp, etc. So if you already have a B211A visa, from the first counter when they check that Peduli Lindungi app and vaccine certificate, you can just walk through to the immigration, get stamped there, go to collect your bags, go to the custom, and enjoy Bali. If you stay in my place, I'll be waiting there for you. Anyway, to answer your question about the booster. Do we need the booster to come to Bali? So the answer is no. No, 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 no. 2 doses is enough. And 1 doses we want to do the quarantine. But I think that's all from now. I think I answered your question. Send me email or comment down below if you still have a question. So share this video so more and more people know that they don't need to have booster to come to Bali. At least based on the latest regulation which will be applied on the 17th of July. Hit the subscribe button for those who haven't. Smash the notification bell so you won't miss any update from me regarding how to travel to Bali, Bali travel regulation, and condition in Bali now. My name is Hoki Misa. I'm your host in Bali. See you in the Island of God. Stay safe.